Inner strength, yeah, that comes from the hard knocks that life throws at us. And we Nigerians, we know all about that.
Oh, a deadly right.
You don't stay down, you get up and fight. Sure, it's about speed, technique, quality of the punches, reach. But the real fight is with myself.
It's the power, but it's the speed as well.
But I can't carry this heavyweight title by myself. There's always got to be someone in my corner. And that's why I believe in Glow. We have that same tenacity, that Nigerian fighting spirit, that makes us game changers. You have to dig deep. You have to dig to be a world champion. To be a world champion. Yeah, we Nigerians. Yeah, we Nigerians. Yeah, we know all about that. Yeah, we know all about that.
What a fight!
Glow, I halo, I halo.
Heavyweight champion of the world!
What's up, boxing fans? I read on the article on this SB Nation stating that Anthony Joshua, it was about Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn about the promotion and the split from the pay-per-view revenue compared to the UFC fighters. According to Eddie Hearn from this website, Eddie Hearn stated that the pay-per-view revenue, the profit will be split between Matchroom and AJ, which AJ take 85% and Matchroom 15%. Man, you can imagine how many millions AJ is taking in every single fight. On top of that, the paycheck is just a different thing. We're talking about the pay-per-view profit, the win. And this is millions, right? We don't talk about the actual cash, what he's getting, his paycheck and all that. And on top of that, the sponsorship. So this dude actually making, I think, from this fight with Lewis, he'll probably be making, I think around 40-something million. Man, this dude is thinking rich, man. I think he just got the best manager out there, right? And they doing everything possible, to brand AJ and to make AJ a global icon name. You know what I mean? And I think they pretty doing good. But in a way, I like Eddie Hearn based on the fact that he's open to everything. You know what I mean? That means AJ got to see the figure. AJ got to see the numbers. This like behind the closed door, like, you know what, you take this percent, don't worry about the rest. You know what I mean? You can't hate on the brother, man. You just can't hate on the brother. If you hate on the brother, you just envy the brother. That's just what it is, though. Because there are a lot of people meant for this. And he's just meant to do what he do. And he was born for this, you know what I mean? He got the charisma, he got everything that take to be a champ, you know what I mean? That take to be a world champ. That takes to be a leader. That takes to be an icon. That takes to be that every little kid looking up to you. He got everything. He said the right words, not like Deontay Wilder. I need a buddy on my resume. I want to kill somebody. You know what I mean? And then you want to act like you want to be a role model to the little kids. How can you? You know what I mean? I like, this dude is dreaming, man. You know, you don't say things like that. You know, personally, I think Eddie Hearn, to me, he's I think he's just the best in the game, right? He's just the best in what he does. You know what I mean? I think he really learned from Barry, the father, and he's doing everything. I think he do business straight up. All right. We never had any fighter coming off like I didn't get my paycheck, coming off like we end up in the cuts, because whatever reason, like the other promoters, whereby some promoter end up in the front of the judge and paycheck whatever it's not coming on time and all that thing. We never heard any negative thing about Matchroom, Eddie Hearn, and Barry Hearn, so they pretty straightforward in terms of business deal and everything, and I like that. And we gotta give it up to Eddie Hearn. I think he's the most hardworking promoter out there. He got shows around the world. It's like you hear Eddie Hearn is in Mexico. What? Eddie Hearn is in Italy. What? Eddie Hearn is this. I'm like, what? Yo, and I think you just gotta respect the dude what he does. You know what I mean? You can imagine he got family, right? He got a wife and kids. He's on the way, on the road, and all that. The kids and the wife behind, you know what I mean, at home, and he sacrificed a lot for the love of boxing, and I think we just gotta respect that. Ain't no other promoter out there, the hustle the way Eddie Hearn hustle. You know what I mean? This dude can sell basically anything. He can flip a dime to a million. You know what I mean? And he's open. He not like, that's just the thing. And to talk about things like that, like how much AJ is making, about a split and everything. I mean, a lot of those promoters, they won't say that, And I think that's how you do business, right? That's how you stay true to what you do. And when you stay true to what you do, you will always be successful, And yeah, I just want to know what y'all think about this. I will make another video about if AJ needs a promoter and needs to change the trainer. I'm looking forward to that video because I had a discussion with a friend of mine 2 days ago about AJ don't really need Eddie Hearn, and probably AJ should change the trainer to something new. But I will make another video about that. But I just want to say that we really need to give it up for Eddie Hearn. All right, he's everywhere. He bring good show to boxing fans that we have fun watching the boxing. The game we love so much. I grew up in boxing, and I mean, we should just be happy that boxing is on top of the game again. You know what I mean? Especially heavyweight boxing. When you have a promoter like that, Eddie Hearn, who is like open, no secrets behind black door or whatever. Not like you take this percent, don't worry about the rest. You don't need to know. And he's just open up. And now heavyweight is just on the top. And Matchroom had most of the heavyweights right now, and I guess he's doing the right thing, and ain't nothing like heavyweight. Without heavyweight, boxing is dead. That's just what it is. You can't talk about the rest, middleweight or whatever. Boxing is heavyweight. No heavyweight, no boxing. And now everything is like, boxing is more exciting now, and you can hear a lot of people talk about this. But 12 years ago, when Klitschko was on the ring, you didn't hear shit. You know, it was like almost dying. Like, and then come Eddie Hearn, a promoter, a man who can say anything, and we have a fighter like AJ, a man who can destroy anything. Both combined is like a dream team, and they both bring the heavyweight back to where it is today. We just got to give it up, man.